March. I don't think I've seen you at all this month, have I? I don't know.
No.
Maybe one?
You have some idiots coming up. It's on the win.
Maybe.
Really? The bonus is on the win.
It's possible. It has to be county-wide because of ARL. Alright, I put these in a specific order. Can you tell that Miss Holly made this worksheet?
Yeah.
It's a little bit more of a Miss Holly worksheet.
Yeah.
It makes sense. That makes me happy.
There's actually space to write the information.
Alright, so this will kind of serve as notes, and it's being recorded, so it'll go online. I'll put it under warm-ups, though, since it is a warm-up, or both, whatever. So, we've got, what form is this? You do need to know the name of the form.
No.
If I ask for something in factor form, you know what factor form looks like. It's general form. General or standard form. Because when you are asked for a form, you need to know that your answer is an equation. So a big part of this is what should your final answer be. Should it be an equation? Should it be a coordinate? Should it be some words? Should it be a number? Okay? So if you're looking for the y-intercept, what is your final answer going to be? It's going to have to do with what?
7 and 3.
No.
No. 7 and 2 is 21.
Y-intercept is what?
It's 9 and 0. 9 and 3. 9 and 3.
It is absolutely 0.27. How did you figure that out?
So it's X is 0.
She did her homework.
Oh,
What is a y-intercept? Remember, this guy is ax squared plus bx plus c.
Y-intercept.
What is a y-intercept, though? Like on a graph. These are all graphs. When x is 0. So if I have a graph, right, I'm looking at where x is 0. So if x is 0, what's negative 12 times 0?
Yeah.
What's 0 squared?
Yeah.
What does that leave me with?
Double R. 0 squared is double R. Technical.
Does that make sense?
Wait, go back. Just.
Think about physically on a graph what a y-intercept is. It's where it crosses this line, right? If it crosses this line, all these coordinates have an x value of 0. If you know x is 0, can't you just substitute that in? But you don't have to, because 0 is beautiful, makes these things just go away. And you're just left with what you say. This is from the standard form, though, keep in mind. So your final answer is a what? A coordinate. Your final answer needs to be a coordinate. Something, comma, something. Cool? 0.27. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What about opening direction? Up.
How would you know?
Because A is positive.
You think it's A is positive. Where's A?
A is squared. Oh my.
What are your possible answers here?
Oh my goodness.
What are your possible answers?
1.
Positive and negative.
1.
Up or down?
Up or down?
What? That's not like actual thing.
Those are the two possible
That's
answers.
too literal.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be like flipping around. Since you flip it, it says final answer. Shouldn't you have like where it says looking for according to the final answer?
I meant, what is your final answer going to
Does
be?
that say A is
Is it going to
positive?
be a coordinate? Is it going to be words? Is it going to be... These are like possible final answers.
Okay.
Does that make more sense?
Is that a positive or a negative? As in it could be both.
If A is positive, it's going to open up. If A is negative, it's going to open down.
Okay.
Cool. Good? Sound nice? Next? Next. Alright. So remember, we changed this guy to -12 so that it actually makes sense. 4B figured that out for you.
I figured out looking at
So?
it.
Wrong day to wear scarf and sweater. 1974 Brazilian degrees.
It's not that hot.
I'm just getting old, I'm getting hot flashes, who knows? Alright.
Is it 9 and 3?
What does a factored form look like? What should your answer look like?
Parentheses X.
It's gonna be an equation. It's gonna be y equals parentheses, right? There's gonna be x's here plus whatever letters make you happy, or minus. to negative? Give me two letters.
Nine and
You
seven.
just put
We
plus
don't
or
use
negative
for
right
other
there, you know
things.
what I'm saying? Plus or negative. Plus or negative.
A and B. Use A and B with 7. That's fine.
N and M, a number and number.
T. That'll work. So your final answer here needs to be an equation. If it's an equation, you gotta have that y equals. Gotta have that y equals. Okay.
Can I do it?
How do you solve? How do you factor this?
What's the
Put it in
meaning?
the
I'll
box,
tell you.
you put it in the box.
You can do a little box method.
No,
You put the box in the circle and then.
I'm trying to do it, so I'm gonna do it.
Do a little box method. All right. So if I get a little box going here, what goes in my box?
Alright, make the box first.
Make
And
the
first
box.
one is X-way.
First one,
The bottom right is 27.
I got you.
And then the box above that, you will get, oh, okay, you can get,
You put 27.
add
We need
to
numbers.
12, negative 12.
Add up to negative 12.
And multiply 27.
Multiply to give you 27.
You get negative 9, negative 7.
Do I change the numbers now?
Negative 9, negative 7.
Negative 9, negative.
7. Where you going?
Let's
Where
go
you
with-
coming from?
I don't know.
Yeah,
This
that's
is all
right.
27
Yeah.
out of extracted.
Then we said 63.
Then what do you do?
Then you take the thing out. So the first one will be X, both sides.
That's what factoring is.
Well, just bring the thing out.
When you take the thing out, it's factoring.
Increase your back.
That's the P words, which is your 1. That's the P words, which is your 1. Factor, bring the thing out.
Getting really close to being appropriate. Okay.
Negative 9, negative 9. We got to do it.
That's referring to the math.
So what is your actual answer here?
Y equals 20X minus 9.
Y equals
Got time for him.
X minus 9.
They got time for you.
X minus.
I know what you sound more educated. I'm sorry, I want you to do better. My community, I'll get back to
You good with that? Yeah?
Call them lip.
Don't call me.
Alright.
Don't call me Rico. Everybody.
What are the other two names for zeros?
Rico.
No, Rico's not one of them. But one does start with an R.
It goes to 0.
And it does have an O in it.
Holly, it goes to 0.
And X4.
You want to change roots to Rico.
And
What's the other name for it?
X intercept.
X intercepts. Just like Y intercepts,
Nobody
right?
likes to teach us.
Increase your vocabulary.
You know, like the Rico.
Everybody
Remember
likes
when you told me that you were going to do any work today? But you can't not.
The class moves too slow without me.
That's not
No,
true.
because I'm
I
just
I'm not saying
I've been letting him feel
like.
as if he's actually really getting it by himself, and really I'm just back here like. If you knew what I knew.
What is your final answer going to look like here?
Gonna be like y with an x plus b.
That would be the equation of Y.
Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
A number and then 0. I love it.
Oh wait, I'm stupid.
No, you're not.
The opposite.
I thought you knew you, Rico.
No, honestly I was just joking.
Okay.
I knew that.
Okay?
I knew that.
There doesn't have to be 2. There's going to be at most 2. Who do I want to wear? 9 in a tree?
She's not in math, Samuel. You silly.
So what did you do to get 9 and 3?
Oh, you just take it.
Box method. You got
You just take it right out. You just draw the right thing from.
You're on fire today.
Cool.
What?
I already said how you get it. I said you just take it right from the problem.
Being quiet, Mr. Class. You were wrong answer.
Except she gave me something I can actually, like, do. I can set this equal to 0. If I set x minus 9 equal to 0, I get that x equals
Save yourself some time.
9.
Figure out the problem.
And then if I set x minus 3 equal to 0, I get 3. Does that work? Groovy, radical, tubular, fantastic, and wonderful? Lovely.
Cool.
So far, so good?
Let's go to the vertex now.
Last part is figuring out that vertex in that vertex form. Cool? Yeah. Yeah. If you are looking for the vertex, what is your answer, your final answer for a vertex going to be? It is going to be a coordinate.
Figure it out.
Do you remember what letters go in here?
Yep.
Okay.
Rico, what's the answer?
Something, yeah,
K,
Y,
K,
K,
oh, I keep doing it.
X, K, negative, K, okay.
Negative H.
I couldn't remember it.
As long as you know that this H and the one in the equation are flip-flops, I don't care if you put the negative here or if you put the negative in the equation.
I
Okay?
guess I'm going through the
Since
alphabet.
this one says vertex form, this one is the equation. Do you remember the equation for vertex form?
Yep.
A times
Or minus.
you can either put a minus here and leave this positive or flip-flop them. I don't care. The normal form is that this guy's a negative. I think it makes more sense to put this as a negative, but that could just be fine. As long as you know they're flip-flops, I don't care. I don't care. Okay? Okay. So, how do I find the vertex? There's two ways to find the vertex. What do we do? Tell me, Shaquai.
I believe it's got an average.
What are we going to average?
The 9 and the 3, or
The 9 and the 3. Let me rephrase that. What do I want? We'll just say average zeros. Average the zeros, which should make sense. Because remember, this is a graph, right?
It is.
So if we got a little graph, and we know that our zeros are at 3, and then over here at 9, what does a parabola look like?
In the middle.
To you.
To you, right?
Stand for
So
me.
wouldn't it make sense that this guy right here would be in the middle of these 2 points? Wouldn't that make sense?
Yes.
Isn't finding the middle averaging?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the vertex.
What if I gave you this version though and we put the correct thing here because, you know, we like things to work out. What if you have the general form? Do you remember the little formula to help you out?
Actually, I don't. It's written down somewhere. I gotta find it.
Y equals A, B, oh, wrong.
Kind of reminds me of the quadratic formula.
There you go.
Without all the square root stuff. All over.
I didn't know this happened to an negative.
Nope.
Hey, you want that one?
Shut up.
Okay. If I have the standard form, can we do the standard form? Sure fun thing.
If you want to, these are like-
Or do you want to average? Are you like super excited about averaging?
Everything is easier, but hey.
Alright.
do it the way-
Do the average then. 3 plus 9 divided by 2.
That is what, 12, 6.
So how does that help me with,
You got H.
that's the x value, good. This is what x equals. So, in my coordinate, I got 6 comma something. How do I figure out y?
Oh, you gotta plug that in.
Yeah, plug it in.
To the root.
Oh, sorry, plug it in,
Plug it to the root.
plug it in. Alright,
Y is A.
sorry, I'm so enveloped right now.
It's good.
I think Liz is trying to tell us something.
So get this number, substitute it right in there. What do you get? 6 squared is 36. Minus 72 plus 27.
This is a lot.
Why you
I'm
adding
gonna go
them up?
for it.
This is 6 separate problems.
Why you adding them up? Isn't K 27?
No? The y-intercept is 27. We're remember, equations are input and output, right? 6 is my input, so I'm substituting it in for my x values. And I want to know what my output is. So what is 36 minus 72 plus 27? Negative 9, she said. Boom. Cool? Yeah? So then, how do I find my vertex form?
You plug in the point.
You put that in.
That's kind of the bones of it, right? We gotta fill in those three values. Which values do we know? We know the -6.
I got a feeling we have a quiz or something next class.
I have a feeling you're right.
Well, mine's not.
I have a feeling that I'm gonna fail this quiz.
I have a feeling you're gonna be just fine.
Alright, I'm thinking I'm gonna do this.
We gotta figure out what A is though, right? Take a minute and process that.
You know what I mean?
Use the vertex, and a root to solve for A. Yeah, sorry, that's how I read it. Use the vertex and a root to solve for A. So we have the vertex in there, right? Give me one of our roots.
3.
3? So one of our roots was 3, 0. How would that help me find A? From the factored form. You said it equals 0. Yep. Yeah, this is just an X and a Y, right?
How to make more sense? You know, instead.
Do that instead? It won't matter. You're going to get the same thing, no matter. Whatever you want. So I've got 0 equals A times, I'm going to use 3 just because I have it written there, squared minus 9. What's 3 minus 6?
1 and 1.
No, that's not what
I thought it was serious.
Negative 3. Negative 3 squared is
9.
9. How do you solve that?
9 minus 9 is 0.
No.
No, you gotta add 9 to that side.
You gotta add.
And that's just 1.
It is just gonna be 1. And a lot of times it's gonna be 1, and you can be frustrated about that, or you can just get over it.
Or you just put 1 at the bottom and solve it.
It's not always gonna be 1.
If you could just like look at it.
Do not assume.
You look at it, tell it's gonna be 1, you know?
Some of them you might be able to, and if you can figure that out, that would be phenomenal.
Why'd you add?
We were solving for it. Cool? Not too bad?
Yeah.
Feeling it?